マック、マックがこの辺のポジション取る。
こちらは防災タナルです。暴風警報が発表されました。十分警戒してください。暴風警報が発表されました。十分警戒してください。
I know it's raining, but we have to pee. Come. Good boy. Hi, good morning. Morning. Raining, huh?
from the cold. Where would you go? I'll take you there. It's a long way to anywhere. I will not wait or worry, knowing that life's a hurry. If all we have is breath, my love, our bodies taken from the dust. There's no time to waste, my dear. We're only here so many years. Love me, I'm feeling if I'd be better off now.
Stand your ground, though it may be easy one.
We'll make it through, I'm here for you, no matter what they're saying. We won't crash, we never have, though the waves are raging. If all we have is breath, my love, our bodies taken from the dust. There's no time to waste, my dear. We're only here so many.
今撮ってますけど
My dear, I won't be running from you.
フォローのね、技がね、コンセプトが。
Now's the time to make a stand.
ほんまはね、お父ちゃんがね、お父ちゃんが
The
中
storm may overcome the sky, the clouds surround the mountainside. We won't shake nor will I.